illustration. So let's look at the illustration 1 on the transaction exposure. We go into detail. So transaction exposure, remember we are talking about payment or receipt in foreign currency. Payment or receipt in foreign currency. So before I explain to you more on the transaction exposure, like I say that I want to go through with you the exchange rate rules. This one here. For this one here. The rules I come up with all based on reference currency. All based on reference currency. So you have two currency. One of them, we call them the reference currency. The reference currency. So there are only 4 rules you have to know. Okay, know what is reference currency. Know you should divide by the rate or you multiply by the rate. Know whether it's a buy rate or the sell rate. And the last one is a reciprocal. You can master this one here. You master foreign exchange rates. And they are very simple. They are very simple. I explain to you. Okay, So you know always have exchange rate always involving 2 currency. And the rate always refer to one of the currency. Example, we are talking about 20,000 dong equal to 1 US dollar. Okay, So that 20,000 there, it is the exchange rate. And the 20,000 is referred to Vietnam dong. Okay, So Vietnam dong here is what we call reference currency. Because the 20,000 rate refer to Vietnam dong. The other currency is always 1 unit. Okay, The rate that refer to that currency is the reference currency. That's the first one you have to know. Reference currency. So, example, you are given 10 Hong Kong dollar equal to 1 pound. So this 10 here is exchange rate. This exchange rate refer to Hong Kong dollar. So Hong Kong dollar here is known as a reference currency. Hong Kong dollar here, it is a reference currency. So just remember the rate refer to that currency is a reference currency. So the reference currency here is the Hong Kong dollar. Okay, That's the first rule you have to know. The rate refer to which currency. So let's say that you are given 10 Hong Kong dollar equal to 1 pound. So you are given the rate there. And then you want to exchange. Should you divide or multiply? That's what you want to know. Okay, So I put down here second rule is do you divide or multiply? You just remember this one. Dollar divided by dollar give you another currency. Vietnam dong divided by Vietnam dong give you another currency. Pound divided by pound give you another currency. Okay, So you will divide if it's the same currency. Same as what? Same as reference currency. Example, understand first. 10 Hong Kong dollar equal to 1 pound. 100 Hong Kong dollar must be equal to 10 pound. We know that's the answer. 10 Hong Kong, 1 pound, 100 Hong Kong should be 10 pounds. We know that's the answer. After we understand, we don't want to keep understanding because we don't want to keep analyzing. So I want to have a rule to help me. So the rate given here, reference currency is Hong Kong dollar. This amount I want to convert is the same as Hong Kong dollar, same. You take this one, divide by 10. So 100 divided by Hong Kong dollar 100 divided by Hong Kong dollar 10 to give me 10 pounds. Hong Kong dollar divided by Hong Kong dollar give me the pound. Same as reference currency, you divide. 20,000 Vietnam dong equal to 1 US. 40,000 equal to how much? 2. Because you take 40,000 divided by 20,000. 1 million divided by 20,000 equal to how many US? Same as reference currency, you divide. And so I put down dollar divided by dollar. So you understand? Then we have the rules. Same as reference currency, divide. What if you want to convert something different from reference currency? Different from reference currency also in the pound. 15 pounds, this one is different. You multiply. You only have to remember one. Same, divide. Different, multiply. So if it's a 15 pound here, this dollar, so it's different. You just take 15, multiply by the rate. Hong Kong dollar, 10. So that will be the answer. Different currency multiply by the rate. Same currency divide by the rate. The second rule. You just have to remember divide. Get it, huh? Okay. Rule number 1, identify the reference currency. Rule number 2, know when you divide, when you multiply. We are now going to combine these two and get rule number 3. When you come to rule number 3, you normally are given 2 rates. And when you are dealing with the buy or sell here, always think of company want to do hedging. Don't think of the bank. Okay, yeah? So when I say buy, company want to buy because company want to do hedging. Company got transaction exposure. Company want to buy, company want to sell. Okay, yeah? So don't see from bank's view. Of course, if I buy dong, the bank must be selling the dong. Don't think of the bank because you're going to confuse yourself. Always think of yourself, your company. Okay, yeah? So this is from company view. Don't see from the bank's view. Right? Yeah? So we are asking here, you are given the reference currency is Hong Kong dollar 10, and then you have 10.25 Hong Kong dollar equal to 1 pound. Okay, yeah? So you are given these two here, 10 and also 10.25. Uh, 10 and 10.25. The one makes this one. Okay, never mind. Yeah? Okay. So we are now going to establish $10 here is to, for me, for company, buy Hong Kong dollar, sell Hong Kong dollar, buy pound or sell pound. I don't want to analyze. I don't want to analyze when I do questions. I want to analyze now, understand, and memorize. Just like this one. Now we're going to combine this one here and get this one. Alright, yeah? So we want to understand now, know the methods, memorize, apply in the question. Okay, yeah? So you are given this rate here, whether in a bank or in your question and so on. So I want to establish this one first, right? So let's start. Let's imagine that you come back from UK. So you have 1,000 pounds with you. There are 1,000 pounds with you. Yeah, in your hand, you got 1,000 pounds. So they give you Hong Kong dollar against a pound. So this is pound. Reference currency is Hong Kong dollar. I know that I have to multiply. So 1,000 pounds here, you want to exchange. So when you go to the bank, this is pound, this is Hong Kong dollar. So you have to multiply here. Bank will give you less money. Definitely. So when you take this 1,000 pounds here, bank will take this one here, multiply by 10. They will not multiply by 10.25. So 1,000 here, multiply by this rate here, you will get 10,000 Hong Kong dollar. They will not give you 10,250. They only give you 10,000 Hong Kong dollar. So we know this is correct. We know this is correct here. Okay, yeah? So the rate should be the 10 Hong Kong dollar. That should be the rate. 10 Hong Kong dollar. So this 1,000 pounds here, you go to the bank, you sell to the bank. So this at this rate here. So this rate here is for you to sell the pound. 10 Hong Kong dollar is for you to sell the 1,000 pound. Okay, but I want to remember reference currency. I only want to remember reference currency. Reference currency is Hong Kong dollar. So selling the 1,000 pound to the bank, in exchange, you buy the 10,000 Hong Kong dollar. So when you sell one currency, in exchange, you buy another currency. So when you exchange, actually you sell one currency, you buy another currency. That same rate here is to buy the Hong Kong dollar. I only want to remember reference currency. So this 10 here actually is buy Hong Kong dollar. I know that is true. The lower rate is for me to buy the reference currency. And the higher rate then is for me to sell the reference currency. So I have established this one here. Lower rates, buy reference currency, higher rate, sell reference currency. This is the third rule. Last one. Reciprocal. 10 Hong Kong dollar equal to 1 euro. The reference currency is Hong Kong dollar. Reciprocal means you want to make the euro as a reference currency. So if 10 Hong Kong dollar equal to 1 euro, then how many euro equal to 1 Hong Kong? It must be 0.1. So 0.1 euro equal to 1 Hong Kong dollar. Reciprocal means you want to make the other one as reference currency. This is a Hong Kong dollar reference currency. This euro as a reference currency. How to get from here to here? You just remember divide by the rate. Just divide by the rate. So I want to get a reciprocal. You just have to 1 divided by this rate here of 10. So you get 0.1. That is the reciprocal. So we have gone through the 4 rules. We have gone through the 4 rules. Okay, So I'm going to stop here. Let's take a break of about maybe 10 minutes. Then we go through some exercise. Or you can look at the exercise here. Let's also take the 10 minutes break. So you can go to illustration 2 on this one here. And at the same time, we take a 10 minutes break. I will come back and handle this one. Okay, huh?